Megamaniacs, this is Mr. MegaManFan. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know all the things to do. Well, I've got a pickups video today, but I think the most obvious pickup is right here behind me. This is a 2011 iMac 21.5-inch screen, which I have, by pushing a boulder up a hill, managed to upgrade all the way to Mac OS Sierra. It started out at like version 10.5 or 6, something really low, and I've pushed it about as far as I can go. I'd like to get it up to Catalina, but it seems that this particular Mac from 2011, it's considered legacy or obsolete by Apple, so you have to get firmware patches and all kinds of ridiculous stuff, and I'm not really inclined to do that when I have found old versions of OpenEMU that work just fine on this operating system, so I don't need to go to those kind of lengths to make it usable. Sierra is good enough for me to be able to run some classic retro games on it, and with that big 21.5-inch display, it's more than enough for that. And it syncs with everything Bluetooth, so I can use my controllers, my speakers, all the good stuff. Very happy with this one. And it was given to us by a family friend who we had done some house sitting and some yard work for. And they were basically like, yeah, we're never going to use this thing anymore. Just take it off our hands. So came with a keyboard. I've got the mouse for it over here. I'm using a wireless mouse right now. But yeah, it came with everything except, of course, a box and documentation. So that was very nice of them to say thank you to us for everything that we've done for them. We would have done it with or without, but parting gift, since I guess they just don't want to drag it along with them. So I'm okay with that. I'll take an old computer any day of the week. So I got Soul Calibur here. This was on clearance at Walmart, as was Outriders. What's funny is the PS5 version was actually on clearance for $5 less than the PS4 version. Go figure that. So I got the PS5 version instead. Okay. Got a package sitting right on top here. I believe this will be another PS5 game, one that I picked up from the Days of Play sale through Amazon. I'm correct. This is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Quite literally ripped apart, because it sounds like it's loose in the box, so maybe I should go ahead and open it up and make sure that disc is okay. I hate when they come loose in the mail. These boxes don't hold anything snugly in place. You'd think they could at least stick a piece of styrofoam or cardboard inside these shrink wraps to keep the disc from moving around in transit, but they don't. They don't care. You collect physical media? Screw you, buddy. Yep, it was very much loose, but it doesn't appear to be scratched up, thankfully, and the teeth aren't broken, which is often what happens when discs are loose in the mail. These teeth get snapped off, but nope, it looks like it's okay. It was just loose in the case. So all's well that ends well on that one. And nice bit of packing materials there, keeping everything snugly in place. And we have a booster pack box of limited run trading cards. 5 exclusive trading cards. And I believe they promised 1 plate, like a printing plate in each box. Let's see if we can find that 1 printing plate they promised. Try saying that 3 times fast. Printing plate they promised. Printing plate they promised. Gotta find the best way to attack it here. Well, it certainly feels like they stuck something under the seal because it's bulging up. So maybe that's the right place to remove the shrink wrap. Come on. I'm shrink wrap removing something that's not a game from limited run games. Although you can consider collecting trading cards a game. This is definitely a better way to get them than buying every single limited run games game to get one card with each game. Although then again, since the packs are randomized, maybe not. Maybe it would actually cost more. It's kind of hard to say. Yep, there's the printing plate. Only one exists. One of one. Oh, it's for Shantae. Well, I'll be damned. That? I think that makes this box worth it. I would have been happy with any of them, but Shantae? I'm kind of tongue-tied. Yeah, I got my money's worth out of that. Ooh. Aha. Pardon me while I compose myself, because I was not expecting Shantae to be the printing plate that was packed inside that. Wow. 8-hour-long history of Bomberman video on YouTube. I've always been kind of casually into Bomberman. I had the good fortune to buy the NES games back when you could get complete NES box games at any pawn shop, thrift store, video game store. You know, early 2000s, back when they weren't going for exorbitant amounts, and kind of thought I was done with my Bomberman fandom at that point when I got those games. But then I got some Super Famicom Bomberman games and some Game Boy Bomberman games, and I just kind of keep rekindling the love over and over again without even necessarily intending to. And since there aren't really a whole lot of Mega Man games I need at this point, and the few that I'm looking for are so infrequently listed as to be comical, this seemed like a good thing to work on instead, getting some Bomberman games that I didn't have. So let's break open this Super Famicom brick, because there should be at least one or two in here. We've got SimCity 2000, and I believe that's another one of those SD Gundam games, but can't make out the name. I'll put it in the captions, of course. From TV Animation, Slam Dunk 2. I also have a Game Boy version of this. There's one of the Bomberman games. This is Bomberman B-Daman, which was like a spin-off anime series. And I believe this one is Super Chinese World. Yep, that's what that globe says. Super Chinese World for Super Famicom. That's almost got to be an RPG. I'll put the name in the captions. You know, I buy a lot of these when they're like only $1 or $1.25, and I don't always remember the names of everyone. Now this one is clearly a Puyo Puyo game, just based on the font on the front and Compile being on the label. So No doubt that's another Puyo Puyo game. Bomberman 4. Knew there were some more Bomberman games in here. And another Bomberman B-Daman game. There was more than one of them. This one must be the sequel. And we have Super Bomberman 2. Cool. I am happy with those, and we've got more to go still. Got another brick of games here. Should be 22 games in total once I get everything out of its packaging, packages, whatever. We have another Super Famicom game here. Super Bomberman 5. So, yeah, like I said, there would be a theme. And I believe that was Route 16. Yep, that's what it says on the label. Route 16 and Bokosuka Wars. And this one is Penguin Wars. Dynamite Bowl. And another game that I can only assume is an RPG, but I'll put the name in the captions. This looks like a miniature golf game. And the name of this one is under the label. Oh, Ye Are Kung Fu. Of course. Alright, so we've got 7 Famicom games, 11 Super Famicom games, and then we've got 4 Game Boy games. Whatever that was. And Bomberman GB3. Told you there was a theme. Can't read the name on that one, so I'll have to add the caption. And last but not least, Pocket Bomberman for Game Boy Color, which I believe was a collection of the previous Bomberman games for Game Boy. Alright, that is all of my pickups, including the stuff that I got from Japan for you. I'm not sponsored by them, but they do have good deals on retro games. Some of the Bomberman ones I picked up were like $4 or $5. Others were less, and a lot of the Famicom and Super Famicom games were only $1 or $1 and a few cents, give or take. And when you do combined shipping, you can get it down to like $1 per game shipped, which makes getting a bulk order like this worth it. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Thanks for watching my pickups video, and I'll see you all again later on. But bye for now.